Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the farm. We have just finished up pig feeding and now it is time for chickens. We are going to get all these chickens fed. We've got two groups of egg layers and we've got gonna be three or four groups of meat chickens. We're picking up our 8th batch of 100 chickens this morning. So we're getting everybody fed before we head to the post office to pick them up. First, we got to stop and get the egg layers. They need more feed and water. We're going to check out the young pullets who are about 7 weeks away from laying their first egg. And then we need to get the brooders ready for more chicks. So let's get the chickens fed and then we'll head to the post office to get our next batch of chickens. Okay, since we're in here with the egg layers, if you guys haven't been following along, we moved them in this area to protect the fruit trees, or at least to attempt to protect the fruit trees. We lost all of our nectarines last year. We thought to Japanese beetles. Well, it happened again. You can see this is what happens. Something gets them and they shrivel up and don't make it. So we did not get any nectarines again this year, but the chickens have eaten a ton of nectarines when they fall from the trees. So I guess there's always a silver lining in things. But as we move over here to the peach tree, the peaches still look amazing. They've got a long way to go before they're ready, but nothing has got to the peaches yet. So we're gonna leave the birds in here a little bit longer and see if we can't, there's one that's starting to shrivel up. We'll peel that off. Something's got to it. But chickens will take care of that as well. So even if we don't get fruit, like I said, we don't spray this stuff. Even if we don't get any fruit, at least the chickens are eating the fruit and it's not just falling on the ground and going to waste. So there's your update on the fruit. Hopefully we'll get some peaches here before they all get ruined, but we'll wait and see. So I guess the end result, did chickens in our orchard help us get more fruit? No. I guess it's not the end. We didn't get any more nectarines. We might get some peaches. And some of the apples are looking really good. They don't have wormholes on them yet. Looks like a chicken's jumped up and got that one. I'm okay with that if they want to eat a couple of them. But we may get some apples. We may get some peaches, not 100% sure. We'll wait and see. Let's go get the meat birds moved and fed. All right, these are our 2 batches that we still have out on pasture, and we've got one in the brooder that we're gonna go check out. We've got 26 left in here. They are 8 weeks old and they will be getting processed in the morning. They are a great size right now. And then we've got another batch of 100 back here that are around 5 weeks old. And they are not really caring what I have to say. They're just ready to eat, but they are looking, we're gonna get them back in. They are looking great, ready to get moved, ready to get fed. So let's move them and feed them, and we'll talk a little bit more about them. Okay, like I said, these guys are gonna get processed tomorrow. This is the last of the batch of 200 that we got, the batch of 100, but we got 2 batches of 100 back to back. And so we've been doing a lot of processing here the last 2 weeks, and it's been good. We're full in our meat trailer for markets, and these birds have grown out great. Like I said, these are 8 weeks. I would assume all of these weigh over 5 pounds once we've got them processed, and probably almost 6 for some of them if we do them whole birds. We'll probably piece up all of these birds. We do sell a lot more pieces than whole birds, but it's just gonna be nice to have more chickens in the freezer and less out on pasture. So we'll get those done tomorrow. We've got one more group of pullets out here. Let's go get them fed. Quick update, Uncle Ken is still here. He hasn't sheared any more pins on the tractor. Who do you think's winning that?
Obviously I am.
Yeah, he's sheared way more. And he's also put a tractor in the pond before. So, but he is good help. Let's go to the birds. No, only you have put a tractor in the pond.
No, buried that tractor.
Oh, I was digging down to get into the pond though.
Yeah, right.
You were trying, yours was accidental pond encroachment. All right, here are the pullets. They're about 13 weeks old. If you're not sure what a pullet is, it's a young hen that has not laid an egg yet. So usually we'll get them around 20 weeks. We'll get some of our first eggs. So we've got about 7 more weeks until we get an egg. They are in these chicken tractors, which normally are used for the meat birds, but this has worked good for now until we can get them into a chickshaw. And the best part about this is when they're really young, they can fit through the fences. So this works out good when they're young, but I'm gonna be excited to get them out of here and into the chickshaws, and then just have fencing up where they can go pretty much wherever they want. But we've got a ton of customers wanting eggs. It seems like we're always sold out. So pretty soon we have 60 more hens that are gonna be laying eggs, and hopefully we'll have some more eggs available at our markets. All right, over here at the brooder, and we only have one batch in here. Let's get the light turned on so we can kind of see. Got one batch of 100 Cornish in the brooder. And since it is summer, I'm hoping to get them out today. Now, of course, we've had some thunderstorms come up and try to thwart my decision to get them outside, but I think we'll wait till this afternoon, let it warm up a little bit. It's definitely been hot enough. We're gonna let it warm up a little bit, and then we're gonna take these birds outside. Once we get these ones fed, we're gonna head to the post office and pick up the new chicks, and we will put them right over here in this brooder. So let's get these chicks fed, watered. Hopefully we'll get them outside this afternoon, then we'll go get our new chicks. All right, it has been a really good meat chicken season for us as far as growth rates and losses, and we are excited about that. These guys are fighting over who's gonna eat and win. Once we get them outside, they'll have those troughs, and it just works better. Like I said, they're 2 weeks old, and so being able to get them out at 2 weeks old is an awesome feeling. And they're not fully feathered out, but with the weather, it's definitely warm enough that we can get them out early enough. And so having them out on pasture for longer is just great for the birds and great for us, getting them out of these brooders. So last stop this morning, let's run to the post office and get our new chicks. All right, here we go again. All right, another batch, right around 102 chickens, very lively as you can see, and as normal, we always just start them with water, and I'll bring food this afternoon. We like to have them get their little bodies flushed out with water before we start giving them solid food. So that is batch number 8 out of 11, so 1,100 chickens this year. 3 more coming still, so. These guys 2 weeks, we're gonna work on getting those out this afternoon. It's either get them out or clean them out, and I would rather get them out onto fresh grass. So we'll work on that this afternoon, but we've got our newest batch in here, and boy, are they lively. All I can hear is the pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter of little feet as they are running around and then exploring their new area. They look great, very healthy and very lively. So we got a little market again this morning. Let's go. We're gonna get that market knocked out, and hopefully when we get back, we won't have any rain or showers, and we will get these other Cornish cross outside onto fresh grass. All right, you can see they still have their yellow fluff, but as nice as it is outside, they will be just fine out here. So the other nice thing about getting them out at 2 weeks, all 100 of them fit into 2 bins, so it's only 1 trip. Let's take one last look at the new ones today. They're doing just fine. It's just about dinner time. They are doing great, still active, still running around, and looking really good. We'll get them some feed here just shortly after we get these other ones outside, but let's head outside. We've got the chicken tractor moved, and we'll get them out on grass for the first time. All right, so we took the older ones that are ready to be processed up to where we are processing tomorrow. We moved this one forward to get it off the manure, and we're just gonna use this one for the new chicks. And there is the next batch, which will be the oldest ones after we finish processing. So let's get these out and onto the grass. All right, I always like to get a few birds and dunk their beaks in these different pan waters than what we're using in the brooder, just so they know it's there. You don't have to dunk everybody's beaks. They will figure it out. But man, these look so much better out here on grass. Even though they're yellow and fluffy, they are fine out here. We've had their heat lamps off in the brooder just to get them ready to be able to handle different temperatures, but it's warm enough now. Gets into the upper 60s, 70s at night, and we're 80s, mid 80s during the day. So glad to have these guys out. I can't believe we are just about done. We've got 3 more batches, like I said, and that's coming to the post office, and then I gotta wait all those weeks until we process. But once they're here, it almost feels like they're done and we don't have to pick them up anymore. But it's been a good season. I guess we're technically only about halfway through, just past halfway through, because we've got all these we need to process yet. But had a decent market today, and got back and we're able to get these birds outside. So these ones will start moving in the morning, and they'll be moved 2 times a day, every day. So usually we come out and feed and water, and that is when the birds get moved. We did bring their feeders from the brooder, let them finish up that feed, and in the morning we'll fill these troughs. So we're out here, we've got 1 group left to move and feed. So let's go ahead and get this group moved and fed and just see the size difference between the 2 weeks to the 5-week-old birds. All right, I forgot that we already showed these guys moving this morning, but there you get a look at a daily chore of all the chickens. They get moved twice a day. Every time they are fed and watered, they get moved off of their manure, and it just gives us a really good product at the end here. So a lot of people will ask us, I've only got one trough and the 2 hanging troughs in here. Normally in the morning we feed, they'll have it all eaten by the evening time feed, and then I'll just fill the troughs again. They'll be empty in the morning. We do not keep feed in front of them 24/7. We like them to have a break, and I like them to get a little bit, have some energy to want to eat. So when their feed runs out and we get to afternoon feed, everybody's up, everyone's moving around, they want to get up and they want to eat. So that's kind of how we run our Cornish cross feeding program. So there's the 5-week-old birds. They are doing great. Chickens have been a lot of work, but if you're just raising for your family and you did 1 batch a year, that's not hard. It's just when we get up to 11 batches, sometimes I get tired of being a chicken processor. So, but it's definitely worth it, man. We're eating good. We're supplying a great product for local families, and we enjoy being able to do that. I like seeing these birds figuring out that water over there for themselves. And it is funny to come in here and see all these yellow heads that are out on grass for the first time, figuring things out and enjoying being outside. So glad to have them out. Glad to have the new chicks in the brooder. If the temperature stays the way it is gonna be, we'll have them out in 2 weeks as well. And we'll need 3 tractors out here. So we're having a great summer. We hope you guys are having a great time wherever you're at. Markets are going great. Someone's asked if we'll bring you along to the markets, and one of these days we will. We do have smaller markets because we try to stay local and provide that local product for local families. We may branch out a little bit farther here. We've got a little bug in our ear about a market that's a little bit farther away in a bigger area. And we may try that as well. But one of these days we'll take you along on the market trips. So chickens are doing good. We're doing good. We hope you're doing good. Don't forget to make the change, and we'll see you on the next video.